Triller. Welcome to the Norm Hyperbolic Podcast. We're here to talk anime, video games, and movies. I am your host. With me is my co-host, Lewis.
Yo, what up? This is your anime head. What's good? What's good?
What's going on, man?
Oh, man. Chilling. Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3, bro.
Hitting our stride. New setup.
Oh, yeah. We got a whole new setup now.
New
we got
podcast room.
A dedication for the podcast now. So that's actually pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So you're going to see new props. You're going to see new things behind us, in front of us. So,
In the Spotify version, we're just going to sound crisper. We're going to, we got better acoustics in this room.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller. So
it's cozy.
A little yeah, I like that. A little cozy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you been, bro?
Me?
Yeah. What's up with you?
Pretty good. Just, going to a funeral today.
Yeah. What's up? Who died?
One of my ex-neighbor's friends passed away.
Damn.
So
you guys were close? Or just neighbors?
Well, I feel like
how do you do?
I feel like you're. I
got
feel
your
like
mail
sometimes
by
you're
accident kind of neighbor.
Nah, he was. Sometimes you're closer with your neighbors than you are with your friends. Same, goes with like coworkers. Sometimes maybe you're closer with your coworkers than your friends just because you spend so much time together.
Yeah, that's true.
So for like a good amount of years growing up, yeah, when I would hang out with him for sure. But he was a good guy. But celebration of life. Caught up with some people I used to hang out with in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, I know. We used to like walk around this neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
That was back in the days, when people used to ride bikes around their neighborhood.
There's not
kids.
as many out there.
They don't do that no more. Everybody's just at home, either making podcasts or
I know we should get back out there in the streets
or just playing video games. It's a new generation, bro.
Yeah.
Because I remember like growing up in my neighborhood, you knew everybody. Just because you used to ride bikes everywhere, like all around your neighborhood, like all my friends, like my close friends used to live like a couple of houses behind me.
Yeah. When I used to go to your house, we used to fuck up your neighborhood too.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it was. But it's the new generation, man. They're just more
homebodied.
Yeah, homebodies. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. They're more homebodies. They just want to chill at home and,
listen to great podcasts.
Yeah, like ours. The norm.
Yes. So what about you? How you been?
Oh, man, just chilling, bro. Just chilling, dealing with other businesses that I got going on, podcasts. I do want to say sorry. I feel like episode 3, the podcast is going to drop before episode 2, the YouTube video.
Yeah.
The YouTube video is still in progress. Is that, it's a startup for us. So, we still have our day-to-day lives, X works, I work.
Yeah. And full disclosure, even episode 3 is going to be a little bit late, but that's because I got sick. I got the flu shot, but I'm feeling a little better. So if you can't hear my sickness in the podcast, that means I'm getting good.
Yeah. And so it's a progress, man. But we're getting to it. Eventually, episode 2 on YouTube will drop out and you guys will be able to watch it. Episode 3 might drop pretty soon, maybe by the end of this week.
Yeah.
And then the 3rd episode probably won't be dropped till next year.
Right.
It is what it is. But yeah.
Jokes, bro.
But it's, as soon as we start, taking off and we can maybe dedicate more time into this, then, we'll be able to drop the podcast more consistently.
Yeah.
So, but
sure.
Like I said, it's just our day-to-day life. I got to work, he's got to work, and then we got stuff to do at home.
Yeah, kids.
So it is what it is.
But let's go ahead and get into it, man. So in this episode, we are going to be going through the top streaming services and seeing what anime they have to offer and kind of give you guys, the listeners, a view about what is your ideal platform based on the type of anime you trying to get into. So Lewis and I have a list of the top anime or top platforms. And we're kind of like going to give them a rinse. We did a little bit of research. This is a research episode.
Yeah. So we did a little bit of our, so we're dropping some knowledge, some facts in here. Not just our random thoughts. I mean, you're still going to get our random thoughts, but
sure.
Yeah.
There's no escaping it.
Yeah. But before we get into that, of course, we're going to do the news.
Perfect.
So go for it. Because there's actually a couple of good things going on. Yeah. Go for it, man.
I got some good news topics for us. So, first in the realm of anime, Jump Festa, they dropped a teaser for Naruto. Yes. So people in the anime community, they dropped this real cryptic, vague ass tweet about, Naruto is coming back in a big way.
A huge announcement, basically.
A huge announcement, December 17th. Get ready. But they didn't say what it was or what it had to do with, if it had to do with the manga, if it had to do with the anime, if it had to do with live action movies.
And a lot of people were trying to come up with ideas. They were saying, is it going to be a reboot of Naruto? And just make it with the more updated anime version, you know, the graphics.
To redo it?
Because they did the what was it, the 20-year anniversary?
I think so.
Yeah, it was like
Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto, where they adapted the new animation, and it was like how Naruto would have looked like if it was made now. Yeah. So people thought it was that or a new Naruto game.
A new Naruto game could have been. Could have been that they were not scrapping, but getting away from Boruto and moving towards like the fourth Hokage, like an origin story, kind of like his Naruto story.
They've been wanting that.
That's what I've been wanting.
They've been wanting that. You know,
I think get a lot of play in his younger years. Doesn't get a lot of play.
Yeah,
in the manga or
Minato
the anime.
He's fucking beast of a Hokage until like actually see him develop, because he's kind of like the original Naruto.
Yeah, really.
He's like the OG. He's the dad. He's the father. Yeah, you know what I mean. And he's just as strong as Naruto, or even stronger.
Remains to be seen.
Exactly. So who would know?
So they dropped this announcement. Everybody was speculating on what it could have been, you know, what it might be. Mm-hmm. So
what is it?
The news is a little underwhelming. You know, it would be good to have like a new video game, or, you know, I don't necessarily say a live action, but, you know, another maybe a Broly-esque movie, like a Naruto movie that maybe has some weight to it, not is like pretty filler.
You think it would be a Naruto movie, or they would make, like if they did make a movie, would it be about Naruto or Boruto?
The best parts of Boruto are about Naruto. So
that's true.
If they're going to make a movie, they need to do it about Naruto. Boruto could be in the background. He can have his shine.
When is he going to have his shine? Because he's lacking, bro. He's just lacking so slowly. And it's like, I'm waiting for them to hype him up. Like, give him that. I think everybody's just waiting for that key moment when Boruto just takes over, and
I'm watching other animes, bro. I'm not waiting anymore.
They've been taking their sweet time.
I spent a lot of time on Boruto, guys, and they did not pay off. We'll just leave it at that.
It's not paying off. If Naruto wasn't in it, if Sasuke wasn't in it, I don't know. But they can't just stop abruptly. Why not? Because if they did, it's like they're basically saying to the anime community, we fucked up. Yeah. We chose the wrong route for after Naruto. Yeah. You know what I mean? There probably would have been way much better if they did like a whole.
So just double down and keep doing Boruto?
Either that or figure out how they're gonna cut it short. Because I mean, people are still watching it just because it's relevant to Naruto.
Episode 1, they teased like a Boruto Shippuden-esque, like, oh, he's gonna be cool as shit in the future.
So is that what they're waiting for? A time skip? Where Boruto gets cooler?
I hope not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's in that same kind of like mindset of like when Naruto was younger, like with the jokes, with the pranks, still learning some new jutsu. So he's still, you know,
figuring himself out.
That's what people say. The Naruto Shippuden was actually better than Naruto because they made Naruto fucking finally a badass character.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion. Original Naruto isn't so great.
It's not. It really is not. If I really think about it, it's not.
If you compare it to other animes available, you know, maybe it doesn't really hold as much weight, but it is fun, which is what Boruto wanted to be.
That's why they caught
watching Boruto.
That's why they cut Naruto short, because Naruto was only like 200 less than that episode
before the time skip.
Before Naruto Shippuden. Yeah. Right. I think because Naruto Shippuden was like 400 episodes.
I think so.
Yeah. So they cut it short because they knew they weren't really heading anywhere with Naruto being young. They needed that time skip. And boy, did they need it. Yeah. And it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Because I remember that first episode when Naruto came back as an adult.
I know. Prodigal son.
After he's been trained with Jiraiya.
Stretched out.
He has the Rasengan mastered. He says, I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. But... So what back to what we're going to talk again, man. We go into all these rants. So back to what it is that they were going to drop.
So the announcement is, Naruto, you know, even though they're doing Boruto, they come out with like these light novels every now and then. Mm-hmm. And they're not filler. They're canonical. Okay. But they're just like little stories about like because, you know, the world's so big, about little pockets. So right now they came out with a Sasuke story where, you know, it's big for the story, and there's 3 other stories that go along with it, but mainly in this Naruto or Sasuke manga, Naruto, I was like, I had a brain fart. Naruto's like getting sick, so Sasuke has to like try to find a cure for this disease that Naruto has. There's that. There's like other.
So they're gonna make these novels into an actual animation.
Into an actual anime. They're gonna start with the Sasuke one. That one's coming out in January of 2023. It's the same animation house as Bleach, the new Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War.
Don't even get me started with Bleach, man.
So that house is going to be doing the new Naruto anime. Okay. And it's starting off with that Sasuke anime that just kind of came out.
So this is where I feel like it's a conflict, because what if the new animation for Sasuke does better than Boruto? And that's what people were saying, because they can't put another Naruto show out there, like another animation that's going to compete with their own show, Boruto. Then you're taking audience away from Boruto that are now being driven into the new animation or the new show. Maybe. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, it's a little bit of a conflict, because you can't.
Or it's just Naruto all the time. Everything's Naruto. Everybody's watching.
Well, that too. I mean, they're still going to profit. I mean, they're still going to make their money either way, through Boruto or through this new animation with Sasuke. Right. They're still going to make profit. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, right now, technically Boruto is like their main child. Right. That's what Naruto is right now, Boruto. And for them to then like divert into Sasuke, again, not a lot of people like Boruto. So they might even gravitate towards Sasuke and be like, okay, can we shift it to this as being your main, and Boruto kind of like,
I mean, they both can come out though at the same time. It will, they might steal their own fans, but the Sasuke manga is very brief. It's like only
I know it's probably going to be like what 12 episodes.
No, the manga is 8 chapters, but the chapters are like double chapters. So instead of 22 pages, it's like 45 pages.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they make it into animation, it's probably going to be like what 13 episodes.
Could be a little bit longer than that, or maybe even like 15 to 20 episodes total. Yeah, I think they might separate it like with seasons. They could do just one season, that one and done. Because there are other light novels to adapt. There's like the one where Gaara finds a wife. There's one that fleshes out more time of Kakashi as Hokage. So
they didn't really go into that with that. Like they kind of jumped that.
So that's where the mangas have like stories. But the big announcement that they had was that they're going to make these stories into animes.
Well, I mean, I'll watch it because I'm not watching Boruto, so I might as well get this new. Every time Lewis. I go to like my platform to watch anime, which I'll let you guys know later.
For sure.
But the platform that I go on to, I see Boruto posted for the new episode. I just skip it, bro. I don't even touch it anymore. I don't even try. And I low key have been doing this to One Piece.
Really?
Yes. And I don't know, like every once in a while I'll click on One Piece, and I think it's just because, again, I want to get to like the main parts, the main fights between Luffy and Kaido, between Big Mama and between Mama and Kid and Law. Like I'm trying to get to those fights, but it's so much fillers, man. Like just crazy amount of fillers. Like I get those fillers are not just like random, like they're part of the whole story because there's so much going on. And that's what I mean. Like I don't know if maybe that's the problem. Like there's just too much going on that I feel like every episode it jumps from like one character to another character, because each character is playing a key role in this whole war that's going inside the Wano island. You know what I mean? So there's like each character has a specific role. So like one episode is Naruto. It's Luffy and Kaido. Then it'll jump to another part where Zoro is doing like something else. And then it'll jump to another part where Sanji is doing something else. But yes, it all plays, like it all connects at the end.
That sounds cool.
But it's just it's jumping. And then I'm just like, can we just focus on the main fight? Because that's really what I want to watch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited for. No, but then you all get like a little side mission that either like Sanji or Frankie has to do in order. It's like a domino. In order to start the domino effect so they can win the war that's going in Wano.
Yeah.
So, but it's just too much. So I've been like low key kind of skipping. So when I see that the new episode dropped that week, I kind of skip it and I just go to what I'm really watching.
Oh, we'll get into that as well. But
But
no, just let it breathe. Watch new anime. Just let it build. And
yeah, I mean, if I get bored, I'll probably go back and watch what I missed off or where I left off on One Piece and
for sure
see where that takes me. But Boruto for sure. This is automatic skip. My brain just ignores it.
So in the realm of video games,
What's good in games, bro?
the new video game came out, Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. So they're doing pretty good.
I heard.
Have you played it?
No, I haven't played it, but I've been hearing kind of bad things about it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not what they said, that the game was rushed, and what they had promised about the game being kind of like an open world. It's not really an open world.
Kind of like they wanted it to be like Pokemon.
Think about like
Icarus?
Pokemon, but like Skyrim. No, like Zelda.
Yeah.
That's what they kind of aiming for. That's
Well,
kind of
they made that game. Oh my god.
with Sword and Shield.
No, those. I'm looking it up right now.
Well, they made it with Sword and Shield, but Sword and Shield, it was just kind of like, it wasn't really open world. It was just like you had like little parts that like little forests and little like grassy fields that was a little bit more wide open, and then you can go around and look for Pokemons. But the new one that just came out, that was supposed to be more like a Zelda open world Pokemon thing.
This game, Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's a game that I played. I didn't beat it. So I kind of fell off Pokemon for a while. The last Pokemon I really, really played was, this is embarrassing, like Pokemon Diamond.
Oh.
Like I didn't get to play X and Y. I didn't play Black and White.
Yeah.
Oh, I did play Sun.
Sun and Moon.
Yeah, but I didn't finish it. That's when I stopped. That's when I started not finishing Pokemon games.
Because it's just, and every year they drop a new one. And I feel like they could take their time.
Bro.
They could just take their time. I feel like, because one big problem that they had that people were complaining about the new ones, which is what was it, Pokemon? What is the new ones called?
The Legends Arceus or Violet, Scarlet and Violet.
Violence, yeah,
right.
Was that there was a lot of glitches in the game?
No, that's
shitload of glitches.
Really,
and people felt like, oh, I don't know if they were rushed, and they just do these games and they just kind of like, here you go. Yeah. But then people are like, well, that's Nintendo's number one selling games is Pokemon. And nobody else can produce Pokemon but Nintendo. It's not like you can get Pokemon games on the Xbox,
right?
On the PlayStation. It's only like Nintendo.
Well, I remember
only.
That's what you said to me last time when Sword and Shield came out. You were like, I was like, oh, did you get it? He was like, yeah, but it's the only Pokemon game right now.
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if they at least said, you know what, we're gonna put a pause on Pokemon and let's wait like a year, maybe 2 years, and we can put an actual good open world. Zelda vibe Pokemon game that I feel like that would be
Arceus
so
was
much
good.
awesome.
Arceus is good, bro. I'll let you borrow it. It is very open world.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't play Violet and Scarlet yet.
I haven't played it yet, but from what I've been hearing,
it's not as open world as they promised.
It's not. Yeah, they overpromised and underdelivered basically. Okay. So that's what I've been hearing about those Pokemon games. And I love Zelda. I feel Zelda was made
for you
perfectly it was made perfectly for the Switch, because the Switch ran it smoothly.
Yeah,
like I don't remember seeing any glitches or it like fucking up or the grass like did the just looking weird and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was perfectly made for the Switch. So then people were saying, well,
how strong is this Pokemon game that it's glitching like that?
It's glitching, but that's what I'm saying. So people are saying like, but what if maybe the Switch is just underpowered? It can't run it the way that it's supposed to run it.
A Pokemon game? Pokemon Zelda game? But they have Zelda.
Exactly.
They proved Zelda came out day one with the Switch.
But Pokemon has like so much more like hidden, every time you go through the grassy field, automatically like you're fighting somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know, because, I don't make games, so I don't really know the statistics that goes into making them.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, people were just saying like maybe the Switch is just underpowered. Maybe they do need to make a Switch Pro that has a little bit more juice and be able to run these games.
That's what the Switch OLED was supposed to be.
But the Switch OLED was just a better screen. It wasn't
better processing power.
No, maybe just like, I don't know, 5% better. But it was just more for the screen than anything else. So people are saying maybe they're going to drop a Switch Pro. But Nintendo's Nintendo. They're notorious. How many freaking Nintendo 3DS did they make? Bro, there's so many versions of it.
Yeah.
The Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo 3DS Lite, Nintendo 2DS, like how many fucking they have like so many Nintendos and they kept dropping them every year. And it's like, do we really need all these systems?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you're right.
We don't. Can you just come out, Nintendo?
Not unless they're
just,
better. Not unless it is a pro or
then drop the Pro.
Right.
I'm actually willing to skip the OLED one and wait for another one, the OLED Pro. And I'm willing to get that one if it means I can run better games at a faster processor, smoother rates. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just feel like Nintendo's Nintendo, but still, like, I want to play like a good Pokemon game where like graphics are awesome. It's not stuttering. It looks nice, you know. And I can't even wait. I'm waiting for the new Zelda to come out. I hope they come out with like part 2 or a second version.
Breath of the Wild 2. I think they are going to do something like that.
That's gonna be good. Because the first one was amazing.
It was.
First one to me
they
was
did like a Dynasty Warriors kind of.
Yeah, I fucking love Dynasty Warriors, bro.
I used to play it a lot, but
it's addicting, bro, because it's easy.
I know it's like the original
it's like an
phone game.
Yeah, it's like an easy that you just keep going, you update your sword, and then you keep doing these fucking special effects and like killing thousands of other troops.
Yeah.
Like I remember I used to play that game for like hours.
Oh yeah.
Just sit down. I did. I put a lot of freaking hours in that game. All right.
So Ash is not going to be the protagonist in the anime, in the Pokemon anime. So it's going to be these 2 new characters from the Pokemon Violet and Scarlet series, the 9th generation.
So that being said,
right,
it's sad to see Ash and Pikachu go.
I fell off of Ash too, bro. I think maybe Ash is the reason I don't fuck with Pokemon no more, bro.
I don't think it's so much Ash. I just feel like he was the protagonist for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yu-Gi-Oh! Switched up real quick.
But it's just like, you know,
Naruto switched up from Naruto to Boruto.
Exactly. But what I'm trying to say is like, we're kind of like the old generation now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is what we grew up with. You know what I mean? But a lot of kids nowadays, this new generation, their thing right now is Roblox, Fortnite.
Okay.
They're not really playing Pokemon like that. A lot of them aren't even playing Mario like that.
Right.
A lot of them aren't even playing Zelda like that. Because again, that's what we grew up. We grew up liking Zelda. We grew up liking Mario, Luigi. We grew up liking Sonic. Even though they're making the Sonic movies and some kids are getting into it, or the newer generations are getting into it. But this is what we grew up with. You know what I mean? So then the new generation, they're growing up with Roblox, Minecraft. We didn't have that in our days. We didn't have Fortnite. So I was even thinking like, you know how they have like in Pennsylvania, they have like this little street called Sesame Street. And it's like a little, I wouldn't say it's like a huge park, but it's a Sesame themed park. And I was going to take my kids there. And my girl kind of brought up the fact that she was like, but do they even like Sesame Street?
They might when they get there.
And I'm like, they're going to probably like it because they have
for Sesame Street.
For them.
But they, it might be.
But for me, yeah. For them, they might like it because they might have rides and stuff like that. But they're not big into Sesame. Now, if I said, hey, you know what? In Philadelphia, they have like a Fortnite theme park. They would fucking go crazy for that. Because that's brand what they association, like. Though. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like all these shows, all these characters like Ash, Pikachu, Rock, and then what was the girl's name?
Misty.
Misty. Those are what we grew up with. That's what we associate with.
Yeah.
But we're getting old. So shouldn't they start now making games and characters that are going to associate with this new generation that's coming up? You know what I mean?
There could be. I mean, these are the 2 new characters, Liko and Roy.
So those are probably going to be their Ash and Pikachu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, Liko's a girl and Roy's a boy.
They're going to be like their protagonists for this new generation. And that's what they're going to grow up with. And we're going to be like, oh, no, we grew up with Pikachu and Ash and Rock and Misty.
Right.
And the Rocket Power?
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket. That's what we grew up. Meow. And you know what I mean? That's what we grew up with.
I think they're going too. I think they're leaving.
They're leaving too, right?
Yeah, after 25 years.
Exactly.
The story is going to end in 2023. 11 episodes starting in January. And then that's it. So kind of like one last hurrah season of Pokemon.
Kind of sad, man. Like I said, I feel like I'm getting old. 20 years.
You are getting old. 25 years.
25 years, yep. I'm getting old on this, man.
You're older than that.
You older than that too, bro.
just making sure you know. And then last bit of news in the realm of movies. So, and some people might know what I'm talking about. We're a little bit late with this news, and don't get ahead of me, but Chris Tucker. They wanted him to do another Friday. And he said that he didn't want to do it.
It was getting
like
too old.
At this point, I mean, he's still a character though. You could just say it like 25, plus years passed on or whatever. But they wanted to do it immediately. And he said no. And, they originally came out with like it was schedule conflicts. Then they came out with this idea where, and by they, I mean, the media or whatever, reported that Chris Tucker just didn't want to do sequels. But he did 3 Rush Hours.
He's doing a 4th. It's already been confirmed.
So Jackie Chan.
He's doing it with Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan confirmed at some Red Sea International Film Festival in Saudi Arabia that they are going to do a Rush Hour 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see them doing a Rush Hour 4 without Chris Tucker.
They can't.
They can,
they can probably get away with because
just Jackie Chan. That's the dynamic between them two, man. They can't do Rush Hour with Mike Epps.
They had Rush Hour 1,
Johnson.
2, and 3 with both of them. But I'm saying with Friday, he was only on the first one.
Right, but that's because it came out or
Mike Epps was on the second and third one.
The reason that he didn't want to do another Friday because he didn't want to return as Smokey because he got pretty, not that he got religious, but he found religion or whatever, or maybe it developed in a way where he felt if he played that character again, he would be promoting smoking marijuana, and he didn't want to be known as the marijuana guy, like the stoner actor or whatever. So that's ultimately why he didn't do another Friday. But that's why he did. But, originally he came out with, I don't want to do sequels.
A comedian called DC Young Fly?
Yes.
I feel like if they can't get Chris Tucker.
Do not finish that.
Get him as his son.
As his son?
Smokey's son.
Oh, and Friday?
On Friday, Smokey's son.
Okay.
Smokey had
I'm still maybe not okay with that, but basically, no, definitely not. Definitely not DC Young Fly as the new Chris Tucker. But
no, I wouldn't say it's a new Chris. Like not taking over Smokey's role, but maybe
his son,
play off like Smokey's son or something like that. Because even Ice Cube was getting old. But I mean, he'll still play him,
or even his
maybe
son. He can have his son play, his son in the movie because his son is an actor.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah,
and he could just play like the pops, passing on the torch to the next generation.
Yeah. Could be.
That's the way I could see it play out. But hey, man, those are just my thoughts. And if you steal my thoughts, I'm copywriting them.
DC Young Fly, if you see this, and they ask you to be in the new Friday,
we put this out there.
This out there, bro. Let us get some free tickets.
At least, man. But
so that's the news. So they are coming out with a new Rush Hour. They haven't confirmed the director. They haven't even confirmed if Chris Tucker is going to come back or not. But definitely Jackie Chan's doing, and he basically directed those 3 movies.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
I'm looking forward to it.
So, what we're going to talk about today, X? Go for it.
Streaming platforms. Lewis and I are going to go through these streaming platforms and let you know maybe if you're deciding on adding a platform or maybe hopping on to somebody else's platform, which one has the best kind of anime for your taste. So there's 3 big ones. There's Netflix, Hulu, and Prime Video. There's other ones that also have anime. We will get into them, but mainly we want to focus on the big 3. The big 3 of streaming platforms. The Naruto, Luffy, and Goku of streaming platforms.
There you go.
Netflix, Hulu, and Prime.
All right, so let's hop onto Netflix first. So Netflix itself, I think everybody has Netflix or had Netflix at a point, but
Netflix is the OG, bro.
It is OG. OG. So let's talk about what does Netflix provide for us in terms of anime. So let me pull out my handy dandy paper here. Let me flip the page. So I'm old fashioned, bro. All right. So Netflix has Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
They also have One Punch Man. They have JoJo Bizarre's Adventure. They have Yu-Gi-Oh! Cowboy Bebop. Now, one thing I would say about Netflix is that Netflix has their own production of anime. So that's one thing that you get above the other platforms is the fact that Netflix does their own production of anime. And they also do their own live action anime. Don't look away, bro. I'm just look, man.
That's a benefit. That's a benefit.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know what Netflix is providing us.
Oh, yes.
Okay, this is what Netflix, the platform, provides us as anime heads. So I'm just naming a couple of great animes that Netflix has, plus their live action anime, such as Full Metal Alchemist. Netflix also has a
feature where if you press the volume button, it'll make it stuck.
Such as Death Note.
They do have Death Note.
You know what I mean? And they're coming out with the new Luffy. You also have the live action of Cowboy Bebop. So there is things.
This is not a sterling endorsement for Netflix as your anime provider.
I'm just saying, man, that's what they have. They do have like great ones that are only on Netflix because again they're produced by Netflix. Like Castlevania. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
That's a good one, yeah.
They have like I think 4 seasons now on that one. Devilman.
Devilman Crybaby.
Devilman Crybaby. So they have that one. That was actually pretty good.
I liked it. My friend Fred did not like it, but
I know we talked about that. They have Blue Exorcist. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No,
it's pretty good actually. You should watch it, bro. And then they have Baki. They have the original Baki Grappler, and then they have Baki, and then they have a couple of spin-offs off Baki.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you watched that. And so they have some pretty good anime stuff going on, but it's worth the money. And what I'm trying to say here is that yes, they do have anime and they do have like certain good ones, you know, the basic good ones. But I feel like even though you don't feel like it, I feel like what Netflix is trying to shine on is the fact that they can produce anime themselves.
Right. Yeah.
And they can produce
these other streaming services have their own anime as well, but Netflix definitely has the most of original content.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because it's been out for so long. So we got Netflix, 223.09 million subscribers. Been around since 1997 with DVDs in the mail. If you're that old, some of these listeners were born in 1997. So let's just, take it back.
Hey, man, some of this generation don't even know what CDs are. They look at CDs like, what are these?
So Netflix, once upon a time, used to mail you DVDs. Like that was how they started. Mailing you a DVD, you'd watch it, put it back in the mailbox, and they would send you the next DVD on your queue. So Netflix actually still does that too.
Oh, then I know.
Did you know that?
That's still a part of the subscription. I don't think nobody really probably goes out their way to order DVD.
No, they still do, yeah.
No,
to order, yeah, no, they do with DVDs and I think and Blu-ray.
Okay,
but they didn't start streaming shows of their own until 2007. Their first original anime was Knights of Sidonia, which is also just no longer available on Netflix. Mm-hmm. But that was like their first time saying, okay, we're gonna do our own anime because by definition, anime is cartoons made in Japan.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't consider Teen Titans anime. They don't consider Avatar: The Last Airbender anime because it's, American produced, even though it looks like anime, feels like anime, and sounds like anime.
That's true.
But Netflix is doing their own anime.
Cool.
So some standouts that I like, we already mentioned Castlevania, Devilman. They do have their own original movies. Like Bubble is a movie that I saw that I really liked. But some of the strengths that they have on the other sites is that they have a plethora of Inuyasha movies. They have a lot of Godzilla movies, a lot of Mobile Suit Gundam movies, and a crazy amount of Naruto and One Piece movies. So in the movies, they're hitting it pretty hard. We got some stats for you. So 89 original Netflix animes.
Okay.
39 original Netflix movies. So the ones that are exclusive to Netflix that aren't on any other site, because you were talking about like Death Note. Death Note is available, I think, on all 3 platforms.
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter is available on all 3.
So is One Punch Man.
And One Punch Man. But they have 118 exclusive shows and 73 exclusive movies.
Oh, yeah.
So for movies, as far as like what's available, discounting one particular streaming service, they have 70% of the movie game is on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
27% of shows are exclusively on Netflix. But is it worth it for the movies? So if you want to get into movies or anime movies, I would say Netflix is your best bet. They have some original shows, but as far as like a library of anime movies, I would give it to Netflix.
So you'll give it, okay. Fine. Give it to Netflix. They have fine. Give it to them, bro. Fine.
You're the one bigging them up.
With you. I'm not gonna argue with you.
You're bigging them up.
Give them the list. Okay, because they have
trash
I feel
live
like,
action movies,
but they still have like I would just because they have like it's like quantity over quality.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just because they have so much anime or because they have a bigger library doesn't mean all other library is good.
No. Right.
You know what I mean? So there is certain movies that HBO Max has.
We'll get to it.
That I feel like are way, even though they're a little bit old,
right?
But they're classics, like really good classics that Netflix just don't have.
Right.
There was a new anime that actually Netflix dropped. I don't know if you guys seen it yet. I don't know if you've seen it, but I actually binge watched it just because I had fucking time in my hands. It's called Lookism.
I did see it, the thumbnail for it.
Yeah. So I saw it. It has again produced by Netflix. It does have like it is anime. It does have like a generic anime storyline to it. You know, fat guy turns into a good looking character. So now he's pulling the girls. You see, so
also a good start.
It's to me, I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10. You know, it is. There's parts that is kind of boring, and there's parts that are like super generic, like in the anime, kind of like story written. Because you know how like some animes have like story written, like it's like you know, I've seen an anime that kind of has that same storyline or the same structure. You know, so it was okay. It was okay. I wouldn't say it was nothing crazy. It wasn't nothing like, whoa, they blew up anime because of this. Like this,
right.
This is
they didn't reinvent anime with this.
No, they did not reinvent nothing. But it's good.
To.
If you want to watch it just because you got some time to spare, hey. But this is what I mean. Like Netflix does have their own animation team that produces anime shows. Could either be from you know, making their own stories or like bringing back old ones and just
sometimes some mangas will release an anime that's exclusive to Netflix. Like they were, you know, Netflix didn't create the manga; they just adapted
it for Netflix,
but only exclusively for Netflix. Yeah. So that's what Netflix has going for them. So let's get into Hulu.
Oh, wait, real quick before we bounce, I just want to, you know, so you can keep it in mind, right? The price.
Okay, yeah.
All right, because you know the price plays a pretty big role,
right?
So you know. So one, we can agree that Netflix has a bigger library
of movies
and animation or anime shows, or it's just movies.
So the exclusive movies, yes, it goes to Netflix. But as far as like total amount of Netflix,
well, just total amount of anime content, they have a bigger They have a bigger library.
Yeah, compared
to Hulu, compared to HBO Max, and compared to Amazon Prime.
Right,
they will have the bigger. So they have a bigger library. Mm-hmm. They have their own production team that makes anime. So again, animes that you won't find anywhere else besides on their platform, and the fact that they do live action anime. So that's okay. So you get those 3 big points.
Okay.
At a price. So they have 3 different packages.
Is there a package that I can pay less if I could never ever see a live action anime?
Yeah, you really hate this live action anime. So you got 3 packages. You got the basic. So the basic starts at $6.99, and this is with no ads. Oh, sorry. The basic starts at $9.99, and this is with no ads. With the basic, you can only watch it in one device. So that kind of sucks. So basically, once you're like logged in on your phone, nobody else can use your account. It's done and over with. You got standard, which standard starts at $15.49 a month. And that one you get up to 2 devices, so you can watch anime on your phone and maybe have anime going on in your living room. And then last package they have is premium, which is $19.99 per month. And that one you get up to 4 devices. So you can watch anime. Somebody in the living room can watch anime. Your girl can watch anime on her phone. And then your dog can be watching anime on his private laptop. I don't know. So you get up to 4 devices. So if you really think about the price, you know, because we're trying to compare, like, is it worth the price to the type of anime content that they can deliver to you? Okay. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to move on to the next platform, which is
Hulu, coming in at 47.2 million paid subscribers launching also in 2007. Hulu is for those people who quite aren't ready to fully give up cable. So they don't want to, pay for cable, but they want to still have access to the shows that come out on cable. And sometimes you actually still need Hulu Live TV to view those shows. So, my mom has Hulu Live. She gave up cable, but wants to travel. So, travel around or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's what she uses for her TV watching. So for those people who still want to keep cable shows, Hulu's the way to go. But the benefit that Hulu has as far as like your anime is that because they have so many different partners, they're able to get new anime that releases.
Yes.
Like not same day, but.
Yes. So that's actually a very good point you just brought up.
Yeah.
When I was comparing Netflix anime list to Hulu, I did notice that Hulu does have more current anime on their library than Netflix does. So I'm going to name a couple of animes right off the bat. So you got Gangsta, you got Kill la Kill, you got Akira, you got Bleach, not the new war. I checked. That was not on there yet.
No?
No. Overlord. You got Spy X Family.
Yeah.
That's a pretty new one. They're in season 2. They only have season 1 available as of right now on Hulu. They have Mob Psycho 100. Again, they have season 1. They don't have season 2 yet on it. Again, season 2 is still ongoing. So, and they have Trigon. They have One Punch Man, which is also on Netflix. They have Full Metal Alchemist, which is also on Netflix, and Samurai Champloo, which I don't think they're on. They're not on Netflix.
It's not.
It's not on Netflix. And yeah, so what you said is very true. They do have more current anime on their platforms than Netflix does.
Yeah, that's because they're partnered with like Crunchyroll, Funimation, and then whatever Hive Dive is. So they do have a better collection of current anime than Netflix. Netflix doesn't really get any new anime when it drops. They usually get it once it's all like Demon Slayer is on Netflix, even though it's a new anime.
It's kind of
but they only have season 1 because it's already done.
It's been done. So that's very true.
They still also do have a back catalog of anime on Hulu, same like they do on Netflix. It's just not as vast.
Yeah, like Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is pretty old,
right?
But Netflix doesn't have that one.
Yeah, they have Champloo.
Champloo is pretty old.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball. They have original Dragon Ball. So those things are on Netflix. Netflix, like I said earlier, does have their own like exclusive shows. Right now, they only have 10 exclusive movies that you can only view on Hulu. I think I said Netflix earlier, but yeah. So Hulu has 10 movies that you can't watch on any other platform. Arguably, they have really, really good ones. They like Akira is like one of the best ones. But they also have a good amount of shows. Like half of the shows that are available anime wise on streaming is on Hulu. 48%, 206 shows are on Hulu. Yeah. So with all subscriptions. So that's Hulu's strength. So what are the costs? What's Hulu gonna run me?
What's Hulu's gonna run you, bro? It's gonna run you a fucking finger and a toe. No, I'm playing. Hulu, I think, is the cheapest of them all. So Hulu's plan, they just have 2 basic plans. So you have Hulu and Hulu with no ads.
No, and live TV.
But I mean, we're talking. You don't need to get live TV to get anime, though.
Right.
So that's why I skipped it. Like, yeah, they do have Hulu plus live TV, but I don't think you need expensive live TV in order to watch anime. If you did, I would have mentioned it, but you don't. So you just need either their first plan, which is Hulu, which is $7.99 a month, and that comes with all their library, all their anime library, but ad supported. So of course you get interruptions while you're watching the best moment of anime, and then they hit you with some stupid ass ad.
Right.
And then Hulu with no ads, which is at $14.99. Still a little expensive, but that one has no ads, so you can binge watch as much as you want from their library. But yes, I think one thing that they do have over Netflix is the fact that they have these partnerships that lets them put these current animes on their library list. Yeah. So that's true. So coming on number 3, our third in our list,
Prime Video.
So I just want to say this before you go into logistics. With Prime Video, I personally don't believe like people go.
Some people do.
Well, I mean, some people do, but I don't feel like majority of people are like, I want to get Amazon Prime because of the videos. Like, I feel like when you get Amazon Prime, you just get the perks that come with it. The videos, the podcast, the music library, their audio library or book audio library.
But all that's separate. All that you have to pay separate.
You do?
You have to pay separate for Audible. You have to pay separate for, what was the other thing you said?
Music.
The Amazon Music is a
Amazon
separate
Music.
thing. Is a separate cost. Yeah. Prime Video is the only thing that comes with Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's weird. Because I get it for free.
What?
All of that. But then I am a student.
Check your subscription.
Because I'm like,
and that student thing is only good for 4 years too, as well. I learned it the hard way.
Oh,
remember,
you got charged at 100 and something.
Yeah, but I was still in school, and so I remember calling the lady. I was like, "Hey, why is my Amazon Prime so expensive now?" They're like, "Oh, you have the student account." I was like, "Yeah, so." They're like, "Oh my god, it's been 4 years." I'm like,
"Have you not graduated yet?"
That's what she said to me. I was just like,
"Hey, man, don't worry about what I do."
Yeah, just fucking turn my Prime back on.
Turn my Prime student edition, please. Another 4 more years. I'm trying to become a doctor here, bro.
I can't without my videos.
That's true.
So Prime does, come bundled in, or Prime Video comes bundled in with your Prime account. But that's why I guess.
Can you get just Prime Video though?
Good question. I don't think so.
So you have to get Prime in order to get Prime Video.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much is Prime? Again, without the student discount.
I don't know. You can look. I would look that up, but that's why I think the numbers are a little inflated for how many subscribers they have. 157.4 million subscribers versus like Hulu's 47 million. So it's like 3 times as much as Hulu, but that's because of just having Amazon Prime in general. So right now there is no plan to separate Prime and Prime Video, but I still think with that it is a weak selection of anime.
Because no. So it from what I'm looking here, you can get Prime Video membership,
really,
which is $8.99 a month
versus Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime it'll run you either $140 per year or $14.99 per month.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's even worse then, because Prime Video does have some shows that I do watch, like The Boys, Invincible, things like that.
Yeah,
actually,
but
maybe just those 2 shows, but
those are not anime related,
right? But I'm just talking about Prime Video in general.
I mean, but all these platforms have their own shows. Like Netflix has Stranger Things, Hulu has what's that show called? It's actually really good. Anyways, I'll skip that one. And then Amazon Amazon has The Boys, which I fucking love. But you know what I mean? But again, like this is an anime theme, so like we want to make you said, Amazon Prime had
some standouts that Amazon Prime have is this show called Elfen Lied. It's a real gritty sci-fi blood heavy show.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I love it.
It's really good. They have their own Amazon original anime, Blood of the Immortal. It looks pretty good. I haven't seen it. It's on my list, just because I have Prime. I do want to check it out, but I think they only have maybe 2 Prime original animes, and a decent amount of Pokemon shows. They do have Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really good movie, and then they also have like the 4 Evangelion movies. So pretty weak, but if you have Prime already, it's worth checking out. Just for these shows that I named, I would give them a rinse, but the thing about Prime also is that they do have a good selection of anime that you can watch, but you have to pay for it.
How much?
You have to pay like season to season, so you can watch like the new Chainsaw Man or Naruto or Dragon
but you
Ball.
have to pay for them. You have to pay per episode.
Yeah,
or the whole season. I know what you're talking about.
Like a DVD cost.
Like basically buying the actual show.
Right.
So from what you said to compare to the price. If you're a Prime membership, then it automatically comes with it, so it's free. Yeah. So it's really not much to complain. Yeah, the library is weak.
They have 83 anime.
Trash, man. They don't
and 20 movies.
To the top Netflix.
Oh my god.
No, but like
I think you're telegraphing your opinion right there.
No, but like I said, I feel like if you already have Prime, then you might as well enjoy what they have in their library. Not to say there's much, but hey, it's free. But if you're gonna just pay the $8.99 a month for Prime membership or Prime Video membership, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think that $8.99 a month is worth for what the collection they have in their library for anime.
As far as anime is concerned.
Yeah, as far as anime is concerned, I don't think it's worth it. So if
there's an argument for
skip
their catalog in general. Besides The Boys and Invincible, do you watch anything else on?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna pay out of pocket $8.99 just for the Prime Video membership, that's not including just their video section. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's worth the price. You're just gonna run out of things to watch. There's really not that much there to watch to begin with, besides what we named, which is like their top shows.
And then you're gonna have to pay.
And then the
platform
anime related. There's just not that much to watch. And I don't think the price is worth it. So personally, I would definitely say that Amazon Prime Video, it would be the very last platform. Would you agree?
So far, yes. So in this last platform that we're going to talk about before we talk about the big boy is HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Coming in at 92.1 million subscribers. HBO Max is one of the most expensive streaming services. And Lewis will get you the numbers, but you can also lump it in with your Hulu subscription to enjoy off of the same app. HBO Max has like a weird way. It launched, believe it or not, in May of 2020. HBO Max.
So it's recent.
It's one of the newer ones, but the only reason is because before that, it was HBO Now. Mm-hmm. And then before that, it was HBO Go.
Yeah, I remember that.
So now it's HBO Max. And even before that, it was just regular HBO on cable that you had to pay for with your cable subscriber.
Yeah, that's how you were able to get HBO through your cable subscriber.
Yeah, back in the day, I saw you watch like The Sopranos and
that was the only way.
The Wire and things like that.
But
so as far as like anime selection, you brought this up to me, which after checking it out again, I think I have like this weird thing with HBO Max because it is so expensive and. They don't have like a bunch of whatever shows, but they have a bunch of premium ass shows on this thing. As far as like anime, they don't have any anime. Okay, I'm lying. They have 2 anime shows. One of them, and I believe that they do this to piss me off, is Dr. Stone. That is my favorite anime right now. And that's like the only anime that they have on here. But
that you like
at all. They have 2 anime. They have 2 anime shows on HBO Max.
Oh, anime shows. Okay, yeah, shows.
As far as shows, that's the only 2 that they have. But
no, they have more, bro.
Oh, check it out. They used to have like Hunter x Hunter and
they used to. So I'm gonna name just the shows. They have Jujutsu Kaisen
on HBO Max.
Yes.
Let me see, man.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Food Wars, Dr. Stone, Samurai Jack. Consider Samurai Jack anime.
It's not, but
it's not.
It's not. It's because it's American.
They took it.
It's American.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not an anime. I thought you said it wasn't on HBO Max.
No, I think it is on there.
No, it is. It should be there. Samurai Jack, and then Tokyo Revengers.
Really, a homegirl of mine told me to watch that.
Oh, what?
She says it's really good. I haven't seen it. It's good. It's good.
Oh my god!
Is she right?
I even showed you the sweater that I bought. Remember?
I think so.
The one that had the little straps. Sweaters? Yeah, that's
really?
Literally from Tokyo Revengers.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, bro, it's dope. I like it. But
that's what you'll hear me talk about the next time we do this episode. Is if I checked it out.
No, they do have some good. They don't have a lot. I'm gonna say right now, HBO Max does not have like a huge anime library, especially when it comes to shows.
They did some shoddy research, bro. But I only saw 2 anime shows on there.
No, they have Tokyo Revengers, Samurai Jack, Dr. Stone, Food Wars, Jujutsu Kaisen, and maybe a couple of other more. But those are the ones that popped out to me that I know everybody at least heard of it before. Yeah. I know, like you said, maybe Samurai Jack is not an anime, but goddamn it, Samurai Jack. What else more can I say about that? But I think where HBO Max really shines,
it really does.
It's in their movie selection, anime movies. It's
not in the volume, not in the how many.
No, not in the volume.
No, it is a good amount.
In the quality, because you won't find these on Hulu.
Nope.
You won't find them on Amazon Prime, and you won't find them on Netflix.
Nope.
It's only on HBO Max, and that is my boy's movie. And now I'm gonna butcher his name, maybe his first name, not his last name, but Hayao Miyazaki, which is the creator of one of my favorite movies, bro. This is like literally top anime movie, Spirited Away.
Yeah. They have all those movies, all those Studio Ghibli movies.
My Neighbor Totoro.
Right.
You have Ponjo.
Mm-hmm.
You have The Wind Rises and
Princess Mononoke.
Yep. You have The Castle in the Sky.
Yep.
Howl's Moving Castle. These are like staple anime movies.
Yeah, they have the Studio Ghibli movies, and they also have the J Kids movies. So there's this movie that I saw recently in the movie, like maybe a couple years ago, called Ride Your Wave. That's a really good movie, and I can't believe it's on there. And we were talking about an anime movie in our first couple episodes. That kind of movie.
Episode 2, we talked about that movie that beat Black Panther.
Yes, in Japan.
In Japan, I bet you that movie's going to be on HBO Max.
Definitely. HBO Max they don't have a lot, but they have like the right stuff.
Yes. So those movies that we just named, especially if you're like an upcoming or just want to get into anime,
or maybe
these are the movies to watch. These right here are like the anime movies to watch. The animation, the graphics, the story is so well put together.
I would describe it as big budget anime movies.
Yes, they're big budget anime movies. They're well put together. Animation is crazy good.
Yeah.
And the story is well put. The story is kind of like cute, simple. It has some meaning to it. And especially if you are trying to get into anime, like one way if you can think about it is kind of like kiddish in a way, like a little bit like kind of like a warm, fuzzy feeling movie, if that makes sense. Like it kind of like gets your child, your inner child.
Yeah, like a Pixar movie.
That's what it is. Bro, you couldn't have said it better myself. It's like a Pixar movie, but anime war, like in an anime sense. So yes, if you like Pixar movies and you want to go into anime, these are the movies to hop on. And my highly one to recommend is Spirited Away. You watch that one first.
Yeah.
But yes, so this is how HBO shines. And then pricing.
Cost.
The cost, man, it's gonna, bro, HBO Max be expensive as hell, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it because there's other things that come with it too. Yeah. So with HBO Max, it has they only have 2 plans. Plan number 1 is $9.99 a month, but it's with ads. So you get those stupid ads interruptions. But if you don't want to be interrupted and you want to pay a little bit of a premium price, we're looking at $14.99. I don't think that's that bad compared to the other content that HBO Max produces or provides.
Right.
You know what I mean? Animation wise, is the library is
you burn through it. You'll like watch good, all the anime.
You'll go through it because there's not that much there, but it's good quality stuff in there. But HBO Max shines in other parts. They have the rights for all the Marvel. No, not Marvel. DC. So all the DC movies are there.
They have all of Looney Tunes.
They have, and then of course the big shows, the bangers, Big Bang Theory. You got that is a big show, bro. You got Big Bang Theory and the most current
Game of Thrones.
But Big Bang Theory is still one of the top staples, bro.
If you listen to episode 1. I am not a fan of Big Bang Theory.
You got surprised there. That's a Big Bang Theory.
I was very surprised. You're like, they got the
Game
big ones.
Yeah,
Big Bang Theory. Why don't you start with that?
That's the way to start, bro. If I didn't convince you to get HBO Max with that one word, Bang Bang Theory, I don't know what else I can say, bro. But yeah, it's Game of Thrones, and of course the new one, House of Dragons.
Right. Yeah. So it's good. I think HBO is a good second streaming site to have.
Would you say HBO Max is a little bit better than Hulu?
As far as their movie game, HBO Max, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with HBO Max just because I didn't know. So I knew about the Studio Ghibli movies. I've seen all of those. And like you said, they are kind of kiddish. I don't know how much I am going back to watch them, but I didn't know that they had like these J Kids movies like Ride Your Wave, Belle, just these other Weathering with You. That's a big movie that came out in Japan, and it's really good. They don't have Your Name on there. But just a lot of those, like how I said, premium, big budget anime movies, I got to give it to HBO reluctantly. Oh
yeah, for sure. So there's HBO Max, and then
the last one,
the big boy. I'm talking about the
if you want to get serious about anime,
look, if you're a serious anime watcher, You don't know this one? You have problems, bro. You have problems.
So the big boy, the real big boy,
the biggest
is Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll dropped in 2006.
Jesus, man. Gives me the heebie-jeebies when you say not playing.
Currently, they have 10 million paid subscribers. So out of everything, they have like the least amount of subscribers. Crunchyroll is top tier for watching anime. I wish that the site had a better interface where you're able like to actually like navigate into the queues and things like that. But the selection definitely makes up for it. And to be fair to Crunchyroll, it's gotten a lot better. Some knocks against Crunchyroll as far as like, you know, a layman or someone who's maybe just getting into anime is you can't do multiple accounts. So when you have a Crunchyroll account, that's it. You just want the one Crunchyroll account. It's not where like Netflix, you know, even HBO Max, you can do like different profiles.
Yeah.
So
no, it's just one account.
So if you have to share your Crunchyroll with somebody,
you're fucked. Don't do it, because then if they're watching something, you can't watch it. Right. It's just, so you're better off.
Not even that. Once you like, if I'm watching Demon Slayer, I just always default to Demon Slayer. And then I lend it to you, and then maybe you want to watch Demon. I'm like, yo, Lewis, you need to check out Demon Slayer or whatever. You get on there, you start watching it, it'll like fuck with my whole watch later and my list and everything like that. And
yeah.
I don't know what it is about Crunchyroll, but
so it's just like designed for like one account and one account only. So they don't want you sharing.
You can watch it on multiple devices, but it being all on the same account. I mean, if you can burn through it, or maybe like you and your friends can just like coordinate like your watching habits.
Cheap. I feel with Crunch, just to be cheap. Just tell your friend to get an account, bro. I'm sorry.
What? I sound like an anime elitist, bro.
Nah, because like I don't like, especially like you said, this. So Crunchyroll made it to a way that we're really not meant to be shared. It's simple as that. We're not Netflix. We're not Hulu. We're just not meant to be shared.
I got a family.
Tell that to Crunchyroll. That ain't my problem. I'm just saying what Crunchyroll is trying to do is a one-man account.
Right.
And that's it. Enjoy your anime in peace. You know what I mean? Plus, you're not supposed to have friends as an anime head. You're supposed to be trapped inside your room, talking shit online and watching Crunchyroll anime online. Oh, that's it.
So if you know anything about anime fans, they are very particular about their anime. So yes. I think that's also why maybe anime fans don't really share their Crunchyroll. I try to get Crunchyroll off my cousin. His girl pays for it. He asked her. She straight out said no.
No.
Same deal.
Account.
you, that's exactly what I did.
You don't got $79? You broke? You that broke?
I'm broke, man.
You that broke? You don't got $7.99 a month? You that broke?
Water isn't paying as much as they used to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real, bro. Water. Help us, bro. Come on. Promotion, man. We're promoting you guys. So you can do is up us up from fucking $3.99.
So whatever they're paying me. They're paying me just in water.
In water,
they're paying you money. They're paying you extra money.
No, they're paying me money, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say it, but
what?
They talked to me on the side. They say, "Hey, man, we're gonna throw a penny
oh my God.
to your account."
How the band is made.
Damn, man.
So Crunchyroll is a little bit different from Funimation. They both have top tier anime, but Crunchyroll is a little bit better because it has more dubs. Or no, I'm sorry. Subs. Funimation has more dubs. And dubs, for people who don't know, dubs is anime that's dubbed over in English. Like spoken word. Mm-hmm. And then subbed is subtitled. So Funimation has more dubs and allows you to watch offline if you do their Premium Plus service, while Crunchyroll just has like a bigger selection. But a lot of the anime that they have is only in Japanese, so you will have to do a lot of reading.
You know what? Since we're talking about sub and dub, I wanted to bring this up. I don't know if you ever
have
noticed.
A sub and dubbed episode.
Oh, you do? Lined up?
Lined up.
Oh, okay. No, there was something that was brought up to my attention one time.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, maybe you have an opinion on it. So my girl was watching Demon Slayer. Mm-hmm. And
I'm telling you, man, that's what people are watching.
She's watching Demon Slayer. She's trying to like catch up with it. She's watched it in the past, but she stopped, and now she has nothing else to watch, so she went back to watching Demon Slayer. But I watch it in sub, so I'm constantly reading the subtitles, you know, because I like listening to the original voice actors for these characters, and then I'll just read it. She doesn't like that. She says, "I don't know how can you watch and read at the same time."
It's hard.
And I said, it's a special ability that only anime heads develop. Right? I'm telling you, ask somebody,
it's the
hey,
Sharingan.
watch. Yeah, it's the Sharingan. Show an episode to a friend that doesn't watch anime and put him in sub and then have the actual native language play in the background. And they're going to be like, how the hell do you watch what's going on, but at the same time read so you're up to the story? Because I know you don't understand the language.
Sometimes though, sometimes you
and then you be like, it's just a special power that only true anime heads can develop. Is not anybody can do this.
If you watch enough anime, you'll learn Japanese. You'll learn when somebody's upset, or when somebody's in love, or when somebody's scared.
And you learn certain words because it's like baka,
nani.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I can think off the fly. You know,
konnichiwa,
right?
Arigato,
oribatende.
There you go. So there's like certain words, keywords that like what they're talking about, but that or we produce a lazy eye where one eye stays focused to the image and the other eye kind of like drags down a little bit and it like focuses on the subtitles. So either something's going on, but we're able to do it, and that's the only way I can watch anime. I can't watch it any other way. But she watches
sometimes. Anime is not better, but I enjoy it if it is dubbed. Like Dragon Ball, I prefer dubbed.
What?
I really do. Just because like all the screaming and
no, I got you.
So like My Hero, I originally started dubbed, but oh my god, it was like awful. And then I did it subbed, and then it was fine.
It was fine. So back to what I was saying. So my girl was saying that she couldn't watch it sub, so she went to dub, and she's like listening to it. And she's telling me, she's like, did you know that you get more information from the dub than you do get sub? And I said,
I don't think so.
Well, what do you mean by that? And she said, well,
it's more like spoon fed to you though.
Yeah. But she was saying like, if you like, when you read it, I feel like they shorten the phrase. So like, they'll say like, they'll say it in Japanese, like I'm going to go ride a bike.
Right.
But in subtitles, it says, I'm riding a bike. And then in dub, it says in English, I'm going to take my bike for a ride. It's still all, you know what I mean? It's the contents is still all the same, basically riding a bike.
But that's why I prefer, and I think that's why most people prefer subbed, is because you get a shortened afflection. Yeah, or dialect of what they're saying. They might say it in like one word. I have arrived, but it's when they give you the subtitles, it is kind of wordy. So you kind of exactly get what he's saying. Yeah, because you don't want to read a whole fucking paragraph of what he's saying. If it's just in one word. When they can like summarize it. So I think that's what they do. Maybe for sub, they just summarize or shorten, but still give you the context of what the person is trying to say or what they're saying. Right. So that way you're not reading these long ass lines while trying to watch at the same time. I have an episode about it. I have an episode. We will get into it. But sometimes, it is hard for some people to watch something if it is in another language. Because, especially for me, which is why I was not put off, but why it took me so long to get back into anime. Because I can't do it and drive. I can't do it and cook. I can't do it and clean. Like if I'm watching anime subbed. I hope you're not watching anime and driving. No, at the same time. If the DMV is listening to this, I do not do that. Okay, I hope so. Wink, wink. I do the same shit. But you can't just listen to it. You have to read it. So you have to have your full attention to it. Yeah, yeah. Because you can miss some like good important information. Yeah, especially if you're driving. No, for sure. We're reckless out here on the Norm Hyperbolic Podcast. Don't watch anime and drive. That's horrible. Don't do that. Not unless you're watching it on Crunchyroll. But do listen to our podcast and drive. Oh, that is for sure. Yeah, that's something you could do and drive. Great plug, bro. Anything else to say about these streaming sites before we get into the next part of the show? So Crunchyroll is the big boys of all big boys, is the boss of all bosses when it comes to anime. Oh, how much is Crunchyroll actually? So Crunchyroll, you can watch it for free, but you're gonna have a shitload of ads, and every time they drop a new episode, it is premium locked. Right. So you can't watch the new episode that came out that week. And Crunchyroll is usually pretty good at getting, once the episode has been subbed,
They'll be the first ones to get it.
Right.
So that's a good thing. So you'll be really up to date with that. But you won't be able to watch it unless you have the premium account. And the premium account will run you $7.99 a month. It's not that bad. I would say go ahead and do it because they have a humongous anime library.
They do.
Compared to these other platforms we talked about. So that's why we say Crunchyroll is the boss of all bosses when it comes to anime platform viewing.
And they did get better. They come a long way, Crunchyroll. So I think the more subs they get, like subscribers, the better the interface will be. Maybe maybe one day they will.
But I do agree with you with that. The interface is a little bit trash.
Yeah, man, it's hard to find what I was watching. It's hard to search for something.
Yeah, so they could get
they
a little
have
better.
Like groups. I don't know, man.
But we believe in you, Crunchyroll. We know you'll do right for us.
Right.
So
making moves, man. Making moves.
And please promote us. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, so
what's your top? What's your top?
What's my top?
What's that,
all right, so my top, I would say for sure is Crunchyroll. That is one of the platforms that I go to watch my anime. I pay my $70.99 like anybody should. Unfortunately, I ain't that broke. I can afford the $70.99. Water pays me enough to afford the $7.99. So that's how I watch my anime. But if I have to say second top best out of the other out of the other four main platforms, Netflix, right, Hulu, Amazon, and HBO Max, I have to give it to Netflix.
Netflix, really?
I have to give it to Netflix. And the only reason I want to say I want to give it to Netflix is because that's like, I feel like that's my go-to. Like it's my go, no, not for anime. It's just like my go-to platform. So the anime is already there. If I want to watch something specific, Crunchyroll is the place to go, right?
Right.
But like if I'm just
browsing,
I'm usually on Netflix anyway. So I'm already browsing through the catalog of what anime they have. Mm-hmm. And then I'll choose something that maybe I haven't seen before. And I say, hey, let's give it a shot. Or I might choose something like, you know what? I haven't watched this show in such a long time. I haven't watched One Punch Man in such a long time. Let me just play it. And again, like, I'm not a big fan of like replaying an anime again or rewatching it again.
Right.
So it's just something that I'll just play in the background just to play in the background. But yeah, I would say Netflix would be my second top. What is your second top?
I mean,
we all know Crunchyroll is number one.
Crunchyroll is number one, but I without discounting HBO Max, just because I think I only use it for like family movie night when it is time to sit down and watch anime movie. I have to give it to Hulu, man.
Hulu.
Because Hulu has a lot of shows.
Ooh,
they have a vast amount of shows, and they not as quick on the draw as Crunchyroll with the new stuff, but Chainsaw Man comes out on Hulu new. Demon Slayer comes out on Hulu.
Okay. No, I see what you're saying. See, I don't have Hulu. No. That's why probably
Spy Family I've been watching.
I've been watching Spy. But then again, if I want to watch Spy Family, I just watch it on Crunchyroll.
Right.
If I want to watch Chainsaw Man, I'll just watch it on Crunchyroll. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And then the other platform I use to watch anime too is called Go Anime. And it's a streaming website platform that streams free movies and free anime shows with the pop-ups, which is a dread. But if there's something I can't watch on Crunchyroll, usually that website has it. So that's what I use. I'm just letting you guys know. You don't have to.
Oh, pay for a streaming site? Yeah.
If you don't want to pay for a streaming site, or if you don't want to deal with Crunchyroll's ads, I feel like that's what I go to. So that's, another plug. I don't know. Do you have a website that maybe you used in the past?
The only websites that I really use is for like manga. Before I started doing like the Shonen Jump app, I would just like read manga online is what I would use. I think there's also a watch anime online website, but if you're willing to take the risk, if you have it, willing to watch it on your computer, you can definitely get a lot of anime just on the internet for free.
Well, for free with ads and pop-ups. Nothing's really free.
That's free. Water's not free.
Water's nothing's free.
They're not paying me shit.
Yeah, nothing's free. So yes, you can watch basically like free anime on the internet, but you're running the risk of malware, viruses, pop-ups, and inappropriate content while you're trying to view something. Because it has happened to me in the past where I'm trying to like watch an anime show or something because I don't want to pay for it. I'm just being broke. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it online. And yeah, so just, those are the risks that comes with it. So, it's not like you haven't been warned. But so yours is Hulu, mine's is Netflix, and of course, number one, the gods of all gods, Crunchyroll.
And the gum under our boot is Amazon Prime.
I'm scraping it off, bro. All right, man. So to finish off this episode, I hope this was productive and I hope this was very informative. We try to really get a little bit more down and greedy with the facts and give you guys like more precise numbers to it. So I hope you guys like this episode. I know it's a little bit more different than episode 1 and 2. So
let's go ahead and get into the last part of
actually, if you like this type of informative information, let us know in the comments below, or just let us know. And that way, if we think, if you guys feel like this is better, then we'll drop more episodes like this where it's more informative.
Yeah, more research based.
Yes. But let's end up the episode with what you're watching, playing, and reading. Go for it, bro.
Well, what we're watching, playing, and reading.
Sure. What are you watching, playing, and reading?
So watching, what am I watching?
What are you watching next?
As far as reading, so for reading, I did try to get caught up on that Sasuke manga.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to get ready for the new anime coming out. As far as playing, I have been playing God of War.
How far have you gone? Have you beat it yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm steady getting in there. I'm up to like the 3rd realm.
Okay.
So my friend Fred says that you do hit all 9 realms. So getting ready for that. But then as far as like watching, just been trying to. We're doing family movie night. So me and my son, we're watching the Marvel movies right now. So we took a break from watching Harry Potter because we were watching. I think Harry Potter is a Christmas movies.
Yeah, they have a Christmas vibe.
They got a Christmas vibe. They go through the seasons a little bit.
Yeah.
So we took a break from that because before Christmas he did want to watch the next Captain America movie. So just that. And then
did you get a chance to watch Black Adam?
I did.
What did you think personally?
Personally, I thought it was a little bit boring, man.
Too long, right?
Very long.
I feel like they dragged it out.
They dragged it out, and then a lot of scenes that I did like was like with Dr. Fate. I didn't really like Hawkman too much. I felt like they kept beating him up. Hawkman.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I like his character though. It did that pretty good, but yeah, he was getting beat up too much.
I was just like, every time this guy comes up, I'm just like, oh my god, what are you gonna? He's like the Vegeta. What, are you just gonna get your ass whooped? Sit down, Hawkman. Black Adam is here.
Black Adam, yeah, bro. He was not gonna beat Black Adam. No matter how hard he tried, he was not gonna do it.
He just kept fighting. I don't know.
I was like, nah. But yeah, they did.
I didn't finish it. I had to put it down.
You didn't finish it?
I didn't finish it, man.
It is long, bro. It's just a lot of little empty blank spaces, like empty fillers.
Yeah.
Of him like talking that really doesn't have to do much with the movie.
No.
Yeah, they could have shortened it up, but you didn't get to see the ending, did you?
No, not yet. I do want to give it like a full watch.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna watch it again. I'm gonna just pick up where I left off. But that's what we were watching. Just that, and then like I said, Spy Family. I've been trying to get through. Cool, what about you? What you been reading? What you been watching? What you been playing?
So I just got done reading Kaiju number 8.
Okay.
I think it was.
They're coming out with an anime for that.
Oh, they are? So they're not canceling it.
No.
That's good, man, because I've been enjoying it. I'm gonna lend you the book so you can read it, bro. It's really good.
For sure. I'll check it out.
I think it's volume 4 and volume 5 is gonna come out next year, January 7, I think. I already pre-ordered it, so they'll ship it out to me once it's released. So I'm excited to read that volume. So I'm still been reading that, and then watching. Oh yeah, I even pulled it up. I've been watching Blue Lock.
Blue Lock.
Have you heard of it?
When researching this, yes, it did pop up.
So Blue Lock is a new soccer-based anime, and it's good.
Yeah.
We talked about it about like the volleyball, but we talked about like in general sport anime.
Yeah.
So
so if you're getting your FIFA fix.
Yes, especially because of World Cup right now.
Right.
This anime has been exploding.
That's the FIFA I'm at World Cup, yeah.
Yeah, because of World Cup right now, this anime has been exploding, and it is good, like super good.
Yeah.
Really good. So I would definitely recommend to watch it. Watch it and read it. I was thinking about picking up the manga, but I've been watching the animation. So I'm like, I'm going to just stick with the animation. Yeah. But it's really good. So that. And then playing, nothing still. I have the PS5 sitting on my desk collecting dust. I haven't done anything with it yet. I just been so occupied. My girl did inform me that she bought me the Call of Duty game for Christmas.
Nice.
So I'm waiting till the end of this week, Christmas week, to get my gift. So once I get the game, I'll be able to get the subscription for their PlayStation Plus. Yeah. And then I'll be able to play online. And then I might end up picking up God of War Ragnarok. So that might be my next pickup. But officially, not been playing much. So, but yeah, man.
No, it's good stuff, though.
But yeah, hey.
Yeah, so you want to wrap us up in this episode?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope it was very informative, talking about the platforms and which platform to pick to watch certain animes. And again, thank you so much for listening. And for the people watching it on YouTube, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Amazon, Google Podcasts, and of course, Apple Podcasts. We're finally on it, and we're very proud and happy about it.
Yes, sir.
Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We're hopefully going to start going into TikTok territory.
Right.
So we're working a little bit on that.
My son is helping me with the TikToks.
So, follow us there too. And then, of course, check out our website where everything is on the website. Our merch, our clothings, our hoodies, our shirts, our hats, everything's on the website. Our links to the podcast, links to the YouTube channel, it's all there. All right. So check us out. The website is thenorm.com, thenormn.com. All right. And of course, any future projects that we might be cooking up will also be on the website. And then again, thanks again for all the support. And don't forget to share this with your fellow anime heads. And like we say at the end of every episode,
tune in next time for scenes from the next episode of the Hyperbolic Podcast, where Lewis and X join the Brotherhood of Alchemy and have a discussion of IGN's #1 anime.